As you may know, I've been currently trying to find a way to earn money for the work I do. I tried Patreon, the site that creators use nowadays, but first it didn't work, and then it didn't work for me. I found that you had to promise a bunch of rewards and such, and if there's one thing you cannot trust about me, it's releasing anything that depends on time, schedule, or some sort of goal. And I couldn't get as organized as it wanted me to. So I gave up on Patreon and went, what else? And, in my opinion, this is more fair than asking people to give me money from the bottom of their heart. Commissions! I found that you can not only open point commissions on DeviantArt, but actual commissions that include money, via PayPal to be exact. So I said alright, and opened my own PayPal account. Now since I'm new to this method...
Let's stop it right there. Let me just say that this video is a few months old from now, from the day I'm re-editing it, right now.
And there are a few errors to it that I'm going to fix.
Okay, so this part of the video, I was going to talk about how, I'm new to PayPal, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm gonna try, I don't know what I'm doing. That, I'll admit that was kind of foolish of me. I should have tested it out before I went through the trouble to make the whole video. And so one of my best friends, ThasKid, helped me test out PayPal, and was the first to do a commission with me. And it looks like everything's going well so far. He sent me the money, and I got it. Now I'm testing out the part where I transfer the money to my bank account, and the thing is loading.
And I don't think it's gonna have any trouble getting that done. Also, I want to give a huge thanks to Webcake. She's the one that brought this method to my attention, and coincidentally that, it was right after I gave up on Patreon.
And yeah, she gave me information. She also gave me information about how to fix this stupid, motion blur thingy.
So yeah, you're never gonna see this again. I know how to fix it now.
Yeah, anyway, thank you Webcake, and thank you ThasKid for offering to help me test out PayPal. Okay, unpause.
I've opened point commissions before, simply for OCs, but since money is a serious thing, and is much more worth than the Chuck E. Cheese tokens of DeviantArt, for PayPal commissions, you can ask me more than that, like a kick-ass alternate universe Rainbow Dash. Or ask me something completely different from Happy Tree Friends and My Little Pony, like Copper from Fox and the Hound, or Clyde from Legends of the Guardians. What about something that's not even a cartoon? Your boyfriend, your hamster, your favorite dog breed. Now, I can hear a bunch of you screaming at me to be careful what I say. Right now, I will point out the list of things that I will not make.
Well, hey, but you said to ask you for anything.
Yes, but there's a line drawn somewhere, my fine friend. First off, I will not draw fetish art, and I will not draw anything X-rated, if you know what I mean. You want me to draw anything seductive? The best I can offer you is flirting. The innocent kind, I hope I'm crystal clear on that. Speaking of romance, I will not accept unofficial couples from my own stuff, such as Pupster or Happy Tree Friends plus Creepypasta, which means I will not make Flippy X Creepy Bloom material. Good gracious, they are not a couple, and never will be. I cannot stress that enough. I can't stop you from supporting it, but I will not draw it for you. However, if you refer to the actual Happy Tree Friends series and you want me to make a Shifty and Petunia picture, then fine. But let me remind you once again that I'm not doing anything nasty or uncomfortable. And I won't accept strange crossover couples like Scootaloo and freaking Timmy Turner. Not happening. And incest. I won't do incest couples neither. Now that we got all that shipping stuff out of the way, I will also refuse to draw oversaturated OCs. The first and only one I allowed was this fellow. It's not good for the eyes, especially me, the person that has to draw it and zoom in on it for 15 to 30 minutes. Never again. Next rule, the main focus has to be a character. Don't request anything that's specifically for a landscape or a machine. I'll still draw them, but you have to request a character along with it. This is how I used to draw guns. This is how I draw guns now, but it's not as detailed as a gun geek would hope for. And if I draw a certain type of gun by itself, chances are you're going to want your money back. Which leads me to the topic of refunds. I won't allow refunds unless I, for some reason, am unable to grant your request anymore. But if I upload it and you're unsatisfied with a detail I missed, I'll just fix it. Simple. And finally, the prices. A traditional sketch will cost $3. A digital drawing will cost $6. If you require shading, add $2. A background depends. If you want a simple solid color, you won't be charged. Okay, pause again. Notice how for this piece I said it has light shading. I didn't use the best example for that part, because I did add light shading, but you could barely see it. If you want me to add shading to your request, it would definitely be more noticeable than this Gabe the dog piece I did. Just putting that out there. If you want an abstract background, such as this or this, then add 50 cents.
Stop. Okay. Again, this was a poor example. It says no shading. It looks like I added shading, but it's a lighting effect in Sony Vegas. It's not something I did in Paint. Anything with ambience, lighting effects in Sony Vegas doesn't count as shading. So I'm not gonna charge you for that. I apologize if this repetitive pausing thing keeps throwing you off. I'm gonna go back to the part where I start talking about prices. I'll just fix it. Simple. And finally, the prices. A traditional sketch will cost $3. A digital drawing will cost $6. If you require shading, add $2. A background depends. If you want a simple solid color, you won't be charged. If you want an abstract background, such as this or this, then add 50 cents. If you want a background with a setting, add $2.50 instead. If you want more than a picture, like a comic, add $5. Pause one last time. Just forget what I just said there. It's not gonna be like flat out $5 no matter what. It's a bit much if you want just 2 panels instead of 8. Okay, it's gonna be this instead. If you want a comic, each panel will cost $1 more, excluding the first panel, because if it was just 1 panel, then it wouldn't be a comic. So if it was 2 panels, it would just be $1. If it was 3 panels, it would be $2 more instead. Let's redo this example. That's completed digitally, with no shading, and clean backgrounds, and it has 2 panels. It wouldn't be $11, but $7 total. Just forget this part right here, the $5 thing, just forget it. Just remember what I said in this recording right here, right now. Okay, unpause.
If you want a comic, the most I will do is a strip with 2 to 8 panels. I will not take animation requests. And another rule, you have to pay first. I want to make sure that the commission is being treated as a commission. Since you're going to be a stranger, I have to know that I can trust you. I know that goes for vice versa too, but I guess I'll have to give you my word. I'm the artist, I make the rules. Hope you understand. And do not tell me your request in the comments of this video. Send me a private note on DeviantArt or send an email. And since this involves real money, really think about what you want. So if you're interested, send me what you have in mind. And wait until I give a response before you send your money, because if I deny whatever you're requesting, you have to keep your money, obviously.